Happy Saturday, everyone. 3 stories this week in e-commerce and AI that are worth talking about. The biggest one, Amazon's AI agent, Rufus, generated $12 billion in sales last year. Walmart's Sparky, on the other hand, is driving 35% bigger baskets. And finally, Alexa Plus was given out to all Prime members for free. That's about 180 million Prime members that get Alexa Plus for free. Let's break it down. So the first news that I mentioned was the Walmart and Amazon. So these are both AI assisted numbers. So Walmart is saying that they're driving 35% higher order value. That is very important. Historically, and from the numbers that I'm seeing in e-commerce, Walmart's basket size or the average order value is usually higher than Amazon or other marketplaces, which is good for Walmart. I think their mission and Walmart's basically value add is always cheapest. Everybody's going to add more when things are cheaper. Amazon's trying to get there with some of their deals and everything that they're running, but different strategies. But Walmart's strategy seems to be working by even adding this AI assistant to drive even higher order value that they've already been consistently getting anyway. So the second part of this is that Amazon claims to have $12 billion in sales last year driven by AI, their Rufus. So I don't see that number going down this year or going forward. It's going to continue to go up until they hit a peak, but 12 billion is a pretty substantial start in 2025 that they had that. So going back to kind of these two different companies, they had two different approaches to transparency, the same directional signal though. Keep this in mind, the same directional signal. AI assisted shopper, buy more. So 12 billion. You can go back and argue and say how many of that 12 billion would have been bought regardless of AI or not. But these are hard numbers that they're reporting out and they're focusing on with Walmart with their higher order value, and Amazon is just a volume game. You want to push more and keep pushing. So my take is that these aren't pilot numbers anymore. These are very substantial numbers that you got to be focused and really, really understand that these two huge marketplaces that people are buying stuff from isn't just a test anymore. This is real life. This is how the world is going to operate. This is how the world is going to be assisted in their shopping journey now. So we got to take a step back, look at the customer journey in a different way and adapt to it. Do we have to focus a little bit on this? I talk a lot about GEO, making sure your product listing is being scraped properly for Sparky and Rufus. But this conversation or this topic isn't going away. I'm going to keep talking about it. You got to make sure your product listing is ready for this because it's here, it's ready, and it's ready for you to capitalize on. So definitely something to focus on 2026 going forward. Second topic, ChatGPT is not officially, but it's getting a little more serious on their ad platform. Target and Williams-Sonoma, are the first in the door. They launched a pilot program this month, and it's only open to kind of these major retailers, so don't get too excited. But it will be coming. It'll be coming for the people that aren't these major retailers, like I said down here in the newsletter. Adobe, Audible, Ford, Mazda, all these big companies are jumping on, testing the waters. So this gives us an opportunity to kind of see what the numbers come back. Is it successful? Is it not successful? I don't see it not being successful. There is some to keep in mind that ChatGPT says that this isn't going to influence the search results or the conversation results. That's still to be determined. I'm sure somebody out there is going to do some split testing and do some testing for us. But why I put this on here as number 2 is we have to be aware. This is happening. This is going to probably come to other major AI models out there. So ChatGPT is just the first, and these big companies are buying in, and they're going to pay for ads. See how it works. So be very, very aware of the numbers that they're going to be reporting out. So, Now that the channels are really starting to go from Google now to AI, there has been a little bit of a shift. If you look at your Google search results, these AI results are creeping up. They used to be probably second slot. Now they're kind of being in the first slot. So just observe what Google's kind of laying it out there for you when you ask a question, and now kind of substitute ChatGPT in it and say, okay, how did Google do it back when they first started? ChatGPT is going to mirror it, so you got to be adjusting to it. whether it's through generative engine optimization or your traditional SEO or posting more on platforms like Reddit or adding more FAQs to your website. These are small little tweaks that you have to focus on now. And this is a new world that we're really living on. Also, not just from a content perspective, now you got to adjust your ad budget a little bit. So it used to be pretty traditional, social media, paid search. These are the two that dominate a lot of your spend. Maybe you got to tweak a little bit. Maybe you got to think about allocating the second half or Q3 or Q4 of your budget to OpenAI or to Gemini, these two platforms that do have a little bit of the ad system built in. So keep that in mind. I mean, this is the world that we live in, the digital world. It moves fast. You can adjust quickly. You can test and learn. You can fail fast. You can split test all you want. But you got to be aware of these new technologies, these new kind of industry shaping stuff that is happening. So don't ignore it. You don't have to like it. You don't have to be all in and say this is going to be the amazing thing for you. You just got to be aware. You got to be able to test. You got to be able to learn. And you got to be able to take that risk because other people are taking it and they're going to be winning. But that's my advice for sure. So think about it from a content and also an ad perspective. The third and final one that I wanted to touch on today is Alexa Plus. So Alexa Plus is kind of the upgraded version of your regular Alexa that I don't know how many people are using it. I've been using it constantly. I talk to it quite a bit, whether it's recipes, whether it's just weather, giving the latest weather report, stuff like that. Small things that I used to not really think about. I kind of have Alexa provide me the answers. So 180 Prime members, you can go into your Alexa app, upgrade it for free. And most importantly, people are shopping with it 3 times more, me included. Tell it to buy toilet paper, tell it to buy paper towels, tell it to add some to your shopping list if you need it. So very, very cool feature that they have. Is it the best? I don't know. I'm still testing it out. This is on February 4th, that they made it all available to everybody in the US. And it's interesting. It's something that I take as a more convenience, but at the end of the day, my take, is that this isn't a hardware play. This isn't telling you to go buy more those Alexa devices or anything like that. This is not a chat bot. This is not something that you're replacing your ChatGPT with, but it is for Amazon to gather enough data for you. I'm going on a trip to Japan, and I was kind of asking Alexa Plus a little bit of questions about Japan when I'm over there while I was cooking or cleaning the dishes or washing something or cutting vegetables. I just have Alexa next to me and kind of ask and have a little mini conversation and kind of get some of my questions that I've been wanting to ask answered for me. And it's my job to go and verify that the answers are correct. So I think that's one of the things that is a little tricky is that, since they're using what they call their Nova models combined with Anthropic's cloud, is it better than going on my app, pulling my phone and actually asking it and having it documented instead of me going to the Alexa app to kind of see what the documented conversation I had with them? Is it going to continuously learn from me as I talk to them? Are they going to be able to reference old conversations? I think those are the questions that I have that I'm still testing, that I know a lot of these other large language models do have that ability to reference old material to kind of learn with you. So those are my top 3 things I was looking at this week. So just to recap a little bit, Walmart, Sparky drove 35% higher order value. Amazon, 12 billion in revenue last year. And Rufus, ChatGPT has opened up the ads. Big retailers are jumping in. Let's wait and see what their numbers are going to be coming back and see what their feedback is on this ChatGPT ads. And the last thing I just talked about, Alexa Plus goes free for 180 million free Prime members. Use it. Let me know how it is. I'm still testing it, so I'll kind of give my feedback as I continue to learn and understand the pros and cons of Alexa Plus. But those are the top 3 this week. If you guys don't follow my newsletter, just go to my LinkedIn and follow Who's Weekly Hoot. This comes out every Friday. I recap it every Saturday. So whatever way you want to absorb this information, I think it's important for e-commerce people in AI to understand what's going on in it. So I'll see you guys next week.